Oh, hello everyone. Thanks for listening. Yeonmi Park's life in China was a harrowing 2-year period from 2007 to 2009 where she and her mother were victims of human trafficking and sexual exploitation. They lived in constant fear of discovery and forced repatriation to North Korea, which would have meant imprisonment or execution. Escape and trafficking. Park and her mother fled North Korea on March 30th, 2007, crossing the frozen Yalu River into China. They used the help of brokers, were human traffickers, to cross the border. Immediately upon arrival in China, Park's mother was sexually assaulted by one of the traffickers. To survive, they were sold separately to different Chinese men. Park, just 13 years old, was essentially forced to become the mistress of a man named Hong Wei, who used her in his human trafficking business, while her mother was sold to a farmer as a bride. Life in hiding. During her time in China, Park and her mother were never safe. North Korean defectors are in China illegally and have no legal protections. The Chinese government's policy of repatriating defectors means they can be caught and sent back at any time. This vulnerability allows traffickers and employers to exploit them with impunity. Her father, who had been imprisoned in North Korea for illegal trading, was eventually smuggled into China by the same broker, but died of colon cancer weeks later. They were unable to mourn him formally or bury him properly, fearing that any public activity would alert the authorities to their presence. Escape to freedom. After nearly 2 years in China, Park and her mother found a Christian shelter and with the help of South Korean and Chinese missionaries, made a daring escape plan. In March 2009, they crossed the vast, frozen Gobi Desert, navigating by the stars to reach Mongolia. In Mongolia, they were detained by authorities, but eventually granted asylum and sent to South Korea, where they began a new life of freedom. Park's memoir, In Order to Live, a North Korean girl's journey to freedom, details these traumatic experiences and her journey to freedom. She has since become a prominent human rights activist, using her platform to shed light on the plight of North Korean refugees and human trafficking in China. Thank you for listening to this brief description about Yeonmi Park's life while in China. Take care.